It is August 1st, 2023. Portulacaria Afra Raft. Have not had its trim back yet. Still just letting it grow and see what she does. Be back when we have more to show you. September 5th, 2023. I always try to let this thing grow out so it can thicken up as much as possible and then try to trim it back. But every single time I try to do that, somehow I allow this thing to get another infestation. But you can see I do got some nice trunk growing here on this back tree, the main trunk in the back, and quite a bit of elongation on a lot of these branches out here. So I'm going to trim a bunch of them up to get rid of this infestation, spray it down, get it all watered back up again, let it start growing out one more time. All right, hold on now. And here we are. Trimmed her back pretty hard, but I do have my trunk starting to show up a little bit here. You can kind of see individual trees starting to appear. At least I can see them. All right, folks, back when I got more to show you. September 23rd, 2023. Recovered nicely. Back when I got more to show you. October 28th, 2023. Raft is looking pretty dang good. Cutting back some of that vigor, keeping it back into the profile a little bit, getting more back button, thickening up those trunks and those branches. Back when I got more to show you. January 15th, 2024. And look, another weed growing. Back when I got more to show you. It's mid-July 2024. My Portulacaria Afra has put on some growth over the winter. Got some trees standing up a little bit more now. Do need to prune it back, so I got it growing in the ways I want it to. Fighting a lot of scale over the winter, but shit happens. All right, gonna cut back some of this growth. Give me 1 second here. And there we have her all trimmed back up again. Actually starting to see some nice little trunk lines coming in here. Trimmed this one way back. It was hanging all the way over this tree. But anyways, there she is. Back into the little cheap greenhouse and see how she does. Back when I got more to show you. All right. It is now late August 2024. And we are back with my Portulacaria Afra Raft. Had her outside for the most part this summer. She was in that green tent, that little portable structure thing that they call a greenhouse, but green tent, I guess. She didn't do too bad. Got all these clovers growing in here for whatever reason. She didn't do too bad this season. And noticing now I've got her outside that all these leaves are pretty big. But that's okay, because the trunks are also growing a little bit thicker. And that should thicken up the trunks that they're growing from, so hopefully that'll help out everything in the long run. And I'll be back when I got more to show you. It is late October 2024. And as you can see, the Portulacaria Afra Raft has definitely grown out and expanded and looking a little wild and bushy here. I think it's about time to get her back into check. She was outside most of the summer, so finally got some real sun on her. Coming back in, she had some bugs, sprayed her down, but some more came out, so figured now's a good time for me to cut her back, get rid of those bugs and see what she looks like. looking a lot more healthy than she was before. So, all right, let me get her trimmed back here. And there she goes. Got her tamed back down. A lot of foliage taken off. I didn't leave it to the side here for a carnage cam, but you can see I do got some trunks starting to come in, so I'm getting pretty happy about it. These ones here are looking pretty nice. Trimmed it back pretty hard, but I've actually got some stuff sticking upright and staying upright, not just flopsing over. Nobody likes a floppy tree. All right, gonna give her a quick soap shower here real quick, and then probably put her back in the grow tent for the rest of winter and see how she does in there. Right now I got her in the window, but I don't get enough daylight right now to really make this thing move. So back in the grow tent she goes, back when I got more to show you. All right, it's mid-December 2024. And my Portulacaria here is doing quite well. She is happy to be back in the grow tent, that's for sure. You can see she's definitely in an active growth state, so I want to take advantage of that and trim back some of these really long shoots and concentrate this growth right now in places that I really want her to be. All right, so let's dig in. All right, first off, we're over here on the right side of the tree, right there at the end of it. And we got this big old branch that shot way the heck out. So I want the growth to be coming from here to shoot up, and it's in that direction. Just no new buds in there right now. So let's see if we can get the energy back there. I see a little branch poking its head out on this dark leaf here. So I'm gonna trim right before that one. Get that out of there. And now this down here appears to just be a branch coming off the base of this one. And that should just help thicken it up, so I'm not going to completely get rid of it. I'm just going to trim it back a bit. Now the next tree over here, she's doing pretty well, growing everywhere that I want her to, so I'm not going to mess with her too much. And now we're looking at the third tree. If I can keep it in the camera. 1, 2, 3. She's growing in all the right places too. As we keep surveying over, we get all these little scrubs down here growing. Yeah, I don't really want to put in a whole bunch of energy here, but at the same time, it also thickens up the trunk quite a bit when those things start coming in, so I should probably get rid of them. More will come. All right, so now as we start following the main trunk up, tippy top up here, that's pretty much just dead anyway, so I'm gonna get rid of that. So let's see, if I just trim it off here, how does it look? Quite a bit shorter. Oh, dang it, let me get this branch out of the way. I'm not gonna want this. So now I can leave this back shoot here as my new leader as it starts to grow up, or I can just let this one grow in. You know what, she's got some vigor, so I'm gonna go ahead and trim this off right here. So that'll now be my new leader. And then this branch right here definitely needs to be trimmed back to at least here. This one growing up. And this whole thing needs to be trimmed. Right back to there. There we go, tone that down a little bit. In the back. Got some nice foliage coming out the back. I do want those to branch off a little bit though, so we will go ahead and cut them back a few leaves. And we'll cut you back to here. All right, as we make our way over, This tree here is looking rather good, but it's growing both this direction and that direction. I just cut off that main branch that was growing over here that I didn't like. I do like how this is kind of growing upwards. And back here, I think I'd rather just get some back branching. So let me cut you off right about here. And that vertical growth out the back. Cut you back to there. And down here at the base, I don't want these bar branches, so I'll cut one off. Oop. There we go. That's looking much better. All right, this branch out here, this tree over here, this is all new growth, starting to get some bigger internodes. So we'll cut you back to there. Got a couple branches all coming out of the same spot there. And the one growing out the back, let's see. You got two branches growing out here, I kind of like that. So let's do this. Since we got other branches back there, we're gonna take you out. Let those other branches grow and get some daylight in there. And we'll see what this one does as the peak. Next tree here. I do like the attitude, but I think we just cut this whole thing off and let the other side start growing. And this branch here, I'll just cut off these nubs and let her do her thing. This one is really, oh, can't see it, huh? Now this tree here is growing really horizontal on me. And I need her to start turning upwards. There's not much left to her, so I want to leave a top leaf up or open. There we go. And hopefully you'll grow me a bud that starts shooting upwards. Now this guy on the end down here, he's not doing too bad. He's being real happy all by himself out here. You can see him a little better from the back side here. He's got a nice strong shoot growing up. The internodes are staying pretty tight. I don't know that I want it to start branching out, but I probably should at least give her a trim so that she will. All right, folks, Portulacaria Afra is all trimmed back up. I'll get these cuttings out of here. Got a whole stick on that one. This is looking good. Get her back in the grow tent. I'll be back when we got more to show you. All right, it's still December here, and she's responding quite well. You can see we've already got some new buds coming out in some of the places here, so, and right there on the tip of that branch, little tiny bud coming out, so that worked out pretty well. Even there's a little pink dot right there in the middle of that, so. She grew out quite a bit this year and got trimmed back and grew out and trimmed back. Fought some bug problems this year, but hopefully I'm on top of those now and I won't repeat that. Otherwise, I think she's looking good and she's well on her way. I wanted to see if I can put this side down. Kind of give it a reason to bow up like that. No, that looks silly. That's not too bad. There we go. I like that. All right, folks. Like it if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to follow along. Comments, questions, concerns, violent criticism, please leave them in the comment section below. And as always, be back when I got more to show you.